everybody, and welcome to my Minecraft world. This is my first video, and I know it's a little bit strange to be starting in the middle of a world that I've already built in, but I do not care. So anyway, I'd like to walk you through a build that I'm going to be working on. It's just over here. I've gone ahead and prepped the area, so fly on over. So I've already gone ahead and I've flattened everything up here. I did have the help from a friend on the server, and that made it a lot easier. Oh, and also, I think I'd like to cover some of this terrain down here in moss and then push the terraforming up the hill toward the base. I think all the gray that I've already got going on is going to blend in too much with the actual structure itself. Of course it rains right when I press record. And I'm not able to skip it either. I guess you're going to have to deal with the sound. Anyway, this build is definitely going to be probably the biggest build I've ever done. And it's going to be Gothic. Gothic is my favorite architectural style to build in. It's really fun, and I like to think it comes naturally to me. Unfortunately, my new base is kind of going to conflict with what I've already got going on here with the bridge and the wall. This is much more fantasy. When I first started this world, I kind of wanted to build like a fantasy castle base, but since then I've kind of just changed my mind. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to change the bridge. I think these spires are going to be like stone and tough instead of the copper. And then as for the wall, I can't really think of a way that I can make these fit, so I think I'm just gonna knock it down. I've got this new idea of maybe like opening this part up and then building a small, cozy, kind of like Gothic revival village down here. I think this might be a cool way of like, you know, tying everything I've got going on down here with the actual base up on the hill. That's about everything I've got to say, so let's go ahead and get started with the resource gathering. So it looks like mostly what we just need is blackstone, deep slate, and tuff. Now the deep slate and tuff I can just dig, I love doing that. And also the blackstone shouldn't be too bad either because I had just built a piglin bartering farm. Let's go ahead and head over there. We're going to need about 5 shulkers of blackstone, and I brought a couple extra just in case there's anything else at this farm that we're going to need. I've really got to spawn proof it in here. But I never will. Let's see what we got here at the farm already. And okay, well that's not as much as I was hoping for, but that's okay. We can just AFK this at some point. Let's go ahead and see what we have in the farm. Hopefully it's just full of gold, so I don't have to go and see what's in the gold farm. And oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's not gonna be enough. We're gonna have to go see what we got. So both the piglin bartering farm and the gold farm were designed by me, and I don't claim to be the... Wow, that is so loud, oh my god. Okay, that's a little better. I turned my sound all the way down. So anyway, as I was saying, if you'd like to see tutorials for these farms put up on YouTube, even if they're not the best, that's still something that I would be interested in, so just let me know. Alright, let's see how much... Okay, well that's not as much gold as I was hoping for, but this should be okay. Let's just take everything we can and we'll see where that gets us. So the farm's about 6,000 gold ingots per hour, which isn't that crazy as far as gold farms go, but had a blast designing it, so. Back here at the piglin farm, let's come on in, throw everything we got in one of these chests. We'll jump on down, pull the lever, and now, for the most exciting part of any Minecraft video, we're gonna AFK, so I'll see you when we're done. So after much longer than I'd like to admit, we have a start on our blackstone. It's not quite the 5 shulkers I was looking for, but I should have some in storage back at home, so this should be enough to get started. So I went ahead and I got all the blackstone into the shulkers and I'm bringing it back. I also grabbed a little bit of gravel because the storage was getting a little full and, you know, you can never have too much gravel. We'll hope that's enough for now. Now for my favorite part, we get to go on a deep slate and tough mining session. Let's get started. There is just something about digging in this game that is so therapeutic. One thing I do want for the terrain around the base is a bunch of moss, so let's go build a moss farm. So this is a moss farm that I found. It's designed by Etho Labs, and I know that you know who that is. There's a couple built on the Hermitcraft Season 11 server, and I thought this was perfect for everything I needed it for. So I've gone ahead and I've adapted the collection system to just give me a little bit of moss down here, and then the rest is put in these composters, turn into bone meal, and then cycled back up into the farm to be reused in the dispenser. It seems pretty cheap. I don't need much for it, and it's pretty fast, so I think this is what I'm going to build back on the server for all the moss I need for my base. Oh, and if you'd like the world download, I'll be sure to leave that in the description so you can check this farm out for yourself, because I did not design this one. I've gone ahead and collected everything we're going to need for the moss farm, so let's go pick out a spot and get this thing built. I swear it never stops raining in this world. It's a good thing I live in the acacia so you don't have to deal with all the noise, but... Alright, so anyway, I think this is where I'm going to build it. I brought all the stuff I need. It's over here next to the rest of my farms. It doesn't take up too much space, so... yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and get started. I'll start my replay, and I'll see when we're done with it. Okay, I've finished constructing the farm. I haven't tested it yet, but we're gonna see if it... Oh shoot, was that 5? Yeah, okay. I think it's 5 that you need to put in the farm for all the timings to work out. I have my game muted so you don't have to listen to this, but it seems to be working. And we're getting a little bit of moss. Let's see if we got any bone meal. No bone meal. Okay, something must be wrong. Ah, well, okay. I'm just missing redstone. That's an easy fix at least. And there we go. Okay. Let's get rid of some of this cobblestone. And I hope that repeater was what was causing the cobblestone issue, but I guess we'll just replace it and then I'll run it and we'll see. There's flowing lava. Oh, okay, there needs to be water there. That explains it. That's why we have cobblestone. There we go. That should fix everything. And now, once again, we AFK. After just not too long, this is how much moss we're looking at, and honestly, I think this is all I really need right now, so I'll just take what we have and head over to the build plot after we turn the farm off. Now that we've got everything we need, let's go ahead and start building. Look at that. Looks great. Really happy with how it came out. Happy guys are really good for viewpoints. That's too loud. Man, makes the skyline a lot better from over here. Look at that as you come in. Oh yeah, it's huge. I added these stairs as well. I like walking up and seeing it stand over top of you. There's nothing inside yet. I still need to build the interior. Right now, all it's good for is spawning mobs. I've also got a lightning rod up here. It looks really, really cool when it gets struck by lightning. But I think I might have built this on too high of a Y level. I don't know if lightning can even strike that. It's technically above the clouds. So I don't know if that's something that's taken into consideration in Minecraft, but I hope you can see it. It's really cool. One part that I really like are these arches here with the anvils. It's kind of hard to make an arch this small. It's just 2 blocks tall. But these anvils do a really good job at making it look like an arch from far away. I haven't really seen anybody do this before, but I think it really works. Man, this thing looks so good. I'm so happy with it. Another thing, I saw this in a B-Dubs video that inspired this build, was using glass like this to kind of melt this curve more gradually. And it does a really good job at that. Like, from far away, you stop seeing that it's just glass, and your brain kind of fills in it with just shapes. It works really nice. It's not as good with shaders on, but it's still visible. Man, it looks so good. So I guess the next thing that we're going to be working on would be some, like, big trees. I'm imagining 2 big weeping willows here. That's kind of why I put this build up on this pedestal, was so that when there are trees here, you see the bottom of the build. None of it gets covered up. And I'm excited to get those trees in. It's going to look really nice. I've also still got to do something about this wall. I'm probably still going to take it down, and then I've got to change the spires on the bridge still. But, yeah, that'll come in the future. I've still got to terraform everything back here. It just ends. And if I come along this way, you'll see, I didn't even finish doing the cliff. But, that's work for another day. For now, we'll just enjoy the base that we have. Can't wait to get an interior in it. I can move my storage system finally. I'll actually have a base to live in. Let's get a couple more angles before I end the video. This thing looks great from every side. I'm so happy with it. I love the spires on the roof as well. I don't know. It's very symmetrical. But I like symmetry in a build. Alright, that's enough. But that's everything that I've got planned for this video. So if you've made it this far, thanks for watching the whole thing. I hope you enjoyed this base as much as I did. And I don't know, if I don't hate editing this video, and maybe if it does well, I'll make a follow-up. So until then, I'll see you guys.